Hi, welcome to Texas Alone with mgtow, your source for red pill truth. Why have men decided to go mgtow? So we're going to go ahead and rip off several reasons contributing to the factor why men go their own way. The marriage laws are biased. Marriage laws are rigged against men. And men get taken to the cleaners. They didn't put child on child support. Sometimes they're paying for a kid that's not theirs. Sometimes that usually is the case. Depends on the state, municipality, or city, municipalities, or the family court locations and stuff, etc. And sometimes these family courts reward women for their divorces. And guess who makes the big bucks? The two lawyers and the judge in the courts. They make the big money. It's called Divorce Incorporated, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this topic, all right? Let's dig into it, shall we? So this is a Reddit story. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. Girl trip throwaway. This is a story. So when a woman says, "Oh, I'm going on a girl's trip," really? Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about the girls' trips. So if your female says she's going on a girl's trip, usually means she's going to go out and her guard's going to get let down. All right? And this happens. Even I watch some radio talk shows on YouTube, all right? Since this is going to be on YouTube, I watched this on YouTube. Watch it. I'm going on the girl's trip. What she doesn't tell you is she's going to go and do things with the other party. When alcohol gets involved, it fires a woman up to have urges to go outside of the normal traditional society standards, like sleep with someone else while married to one man who is faithful in the other states. Now, due to the divorce being a culprit of making a man pay the hefty price tag, guess what? So with that being said, you need to understand I am going to tell you the truth. Men decided to say, "Oh no, I am not going to sign a check against that. I'm not going to go out and put my life on the line. I'm not going to go put my assets to be seized by the governing party that doesn't know me, or put my assets in the hand of a judge to be reallocated, redistributed to a party rewarded to breaking a contract." See, marriage is a scam, according to most men who swear to be bachelors. And majority of the women do not like hearing the word bachelor. But it's too late. It's too tough. With feminism, empowerment, some are empowering women to say the world is theirs, and they focus on their careers. Guess what? Those are going to be the one hitting the wall hard. Then where did all the good men go? Why can't the men pursue us? Why can't the men wife us up? Let me tell you something. When a man looks at a car, or this is a buyer's market, where men set the price on the market, it's flooded with used vehicles. And it's an analogy. Women are like used vehicles. When the market's flooded with used vehicles, guess what? You're going to have to lower your price tag in order to get the affordable customer. The one that's willing to pay the price is the customer. You got to place yourself on the clearance rack. You say you know your worth? Really? You should have reevaluated when you were in your prime years of 18 through 28 or 29. You should have gotten married when you were 25 and created a family and abandoned the evil ideology called feminism. Feminism is not about women empowerment. It is about taxing the woman in the workplace. As per the global elites' agenda, they wanted to tax the woman in the workplace. They couldn't do it prior to feminism. But now they can. See, a lot of women bought into the ideology of being oppressed to make a man a sandwich, being oppressed to cook for their men, being oppressed to be a mother of the children, to raise a family. They call that oppression. Really? That is the design by nature to keep the civilization going. So you listen to some psychopath come up with a little narrative and bought into a narrative called feminism, and that will bring about the brink of society and breed the course of having a war fought. Then when this population reduction happens, what happens then? We ain't got no sons and daughters. What happens to the woman then when she's already used up all her prime years and went into menopause? Oh, she don't want to have children. That's her choice. But you can't blame men. You can blame feminism. Feminism is what sold you that lie. So a majority of the men decided to go mgtow because of this evil ideology. I consider feminism a cancer that needs to be wiped out from society. So let's go ahead and right here. My 40 male wife, 37 female, went on a girl's trip, found a private message between her and her mother saying she will divorce me if she comes to the house dirty. How to approach and confront her about it. Well, let me tell you something. Women do throw their emotional tantrums like a little child. Did you know that? They throw their tempers like a little child. Women don't rule the world. They bring life into the world via the seed of man. That's the only thing this woman is used for. No, if a woman's going to say that she rules the world, really? Well then, how does she bore a child without the help of a man, the man's seed? See, that attitude right there is what stinks to high heaven. When women go out and act boastful, arrogant, masculine, want to step over a man and want to make the man her stepping stone or doormat, that doesn't work out well. A woman needs to let the man lead and follow and work with him as a team instead of buying into feminism ideology or competing with the Joneses. You know what? Trying to compete with the Joneses, it's going to lead you to disaster. This is why men can do better by themselves. All right? Men are simple creatures. You really want to please a man? Start saving money. Start saving up for hard times. A man would actually tell you, nice thinking, dear. Very smart. If all you do is go out and spend, and not save, you are headed for disaster, and you will have nothing to show for but a destitute life. Now, I'm going to go to say this. Now, I'm on TikTok. My wife said that she doesn't love me. She wants a divorce. I'm going to play this video right here.
So after 25 years, my wife tells me today that she no longer loves me and wants to get a divorce.
That's not what I said. What I said is you don't need to spend money on a gaming computer.
Same thing. So after 25 years, my wife tells me today that she no longer loves me and wants to get a divorce.
That's not what I said. What I said is you don't need to spend money on a gaming computer.
Same thing. So after 25 years, my wife tells
So did you get that? Men got to give up their stuff to cater to the woman. The woman needs to give up her girl trip. The woman needs to give up feminism. The woman needs to give up anything that liberates her and become a damn traditional housewife. Feminism needs to die a painful death. And whoever founded feminism also needs to die with it too. That includes the elite groups that supported the feminism ideology. That needs to die. Women need to know their place. You know what? If women were to actually unite with a man and work as a team, good things will happen. The income will double. Did you know that? The income will double between a man and a woman. But no, the women will, oh, I'm oppressed. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're oppressed because feminism said so. Let me show you something else. So let me go ahead and interject this here into here.
From women who pretty much have said the same thing. So I'm going to do videos that pull them out so that other people can hear.
So I'm going to say this. To women who actually file for divorce, men pay the majority of their tab on the divorce fees, filing fees, court fees, alimony fees, separate maintenance fees, whatever you call it. And there's some lawyers out there, they capitalize in on divorces. And when a woman gets a divorce, she sells herself short. I said it.
Hear that they're not alone. And so that the men that are in my comments section and that follow me.
And yeah, well, men are following you for a reason so they can get a piece of that pie and then leave your ass. And those are the bad boys that you want to step up, and they ain't going to step up. All right? Then you want the beta buck to come in and be a cleanup guy. That's not going to work. That ain't going to work. All right? So, just by looking at this, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Men are stepping away from marriage because marriage doesn't benefit the man. The man is signing he's signing away his life for years of misery and destitution. If he loses his job, he doesn't get another job. Because some jobs check your credit. In the courts, they report to the credit bureaus that you owe this, you owe that. Then sometimes men can't even get their driver's license renewed. They have to get the court to lift that so they can get their driver's license renewed. And majority of men, just to let you know, majority of the men are swearing off marriage because the marriage laws are biased against men. So I'm going to go ahead and say this, that when women file for divorce, they do it 80% of the time. Usually whenever they have high body counts.
Can understand why
So, yes, I'm going to go ahead and play this.
these things are an issue.
Oh, one other thing I got to say, a man has to get up and make sacrifices. Women can't understand that. Oh, yeah, we do. No, you don't. I tell you what, women. Why don't you since you say you are free and independent, get up there, work 12, 14-hour days straight, no day off, and watch yourself get burned out. Oh, I need a man now. Excuse me? The ship done sailed. Men listened. And guess what? They working on themselves. They going on vacations themselves. They pay for their own vacation. They go out and take themselves out on a date. They call it a self-date. They take themselves on a date by themselves. They buy their own meals. They pay their own tickets. You know what? It's hard to persuade a man to buy, really, men are actually doing better when they're single. As one man said, she's my ball and chain, talking about a wife. So really, why is that? So let's see what this woman says, why she had to leave women who have spoken why they had to file for divorce. Let's see what she had to say.
Women to post and make a comment of why they left their marriage or why they left a long-term relationship. So many of them are the same. And it's interesting that a lot of the men that comment on videos on how women just get bored or so many women are filing for divorce, they're literally unaware, like completely unaware as to what is going on in the relationship. They're just, hey, I'm here, so you should stay. And there's comments like this.
As I say this, if a woman wants to go on a girl's night out, I will call it quits. All right? If a man goes on a boys' night out, yeah, the woman will file for divorce. Okay? So how about this perspective? How about nobody goes on a gender's night out and stay faithful to each other, but to give each other space that's needed? And that's very important right there. That is very important, per se. And when two couples who weather the storm together become stronger couples, so to speak. And this is where feminism comes in and say that the woman's oppressed. Really? Really? Well, I'm independent. I don't need no man. Well, great. Well, then, men don't need women. They can go somewhere else and get a traditional woman to replace you and to keep the family lineage going. And just to let you know, this is where mgtow has actually disrupted the dating scene or the dating market. And a lot of guys that have actually been the players have grown up and realized, hey, marriage is not for me. Why do I want to sign up to lose half of my stuff? Why would I want to lose half of my assets? So let's continue, shall we?
Where all we want to do is have a conversation about the things that maybe aren't going well in the relationship. And instead of guys saying, okay, yeah, let's have a conversation, they blow it off.
This is what I call horse shit. Guys don't blow it off. Women do. Alright? When a woman gets in a little emotional temper tantrum like a little child, she needs to settle her little carcass down and open up her 2 holes in the side of her head to listen to what the man has to say. And men are the ones that actually have to get out there and work in this dangerous elements called heat and extreme weather to try to provide for a roof over the head, food to eat, and all that. And just about men pay majority of the bills. All right? They're the breadwinner. And a lot of women look at men as doormat. Oh, I can do better. I'm better than that. Well, I'm sorry, dear. Feminism lied to you. Feminism is an ideology that taxes women in the workplace. Go figure. And you want to believe in that ideology? You're believing in failure. I said, you want to believe in that ideology? Believe in failure. Believe in that ideology? Believe in failure. Yes.
You're being too sensitive. You're nagging. Why are you asking me something like that? Well, you can just handle it yourself.
And this is what I call BS. So, this is one-sided.
And then they wonder when women leave, why they leave.
Because of emotional temper tantrum that they just want to throw like a little child. And the divorce is easily granted. That's why they leave.
Well, because we asked you about something, because we brought something up and you blew us off.
Nah. Women brought something up and decided to take the cheap way out.
We were unimportant to
The men are unimportant.
you. We were so
Men are so unimportant. I'm gonna counter this argument. Men are unimportant. Women get everything handed to them via family courts. They get everything handed to them.
unimportant
No, she's full of shit as a Christmas turkey.
that you couldn't even spend a couple of minutes having a
No, neither a woman can't do this. I'm reversing this.
conversation with us.
No, women can't do that. Everything got to go their way and their way only. Let me, newsflash. One-sided relationship will end in failure. I repeat, one-sided relationship will end in failure. One-sided relationship will end in failure. Did you get what I said? One-sided relationship ends in disaster.
And it's not even when we get to the point of like this, where you're like,
And the comments you're going to the social media? Really? You're getting a bunch of comments from strangers. Really? So you're going to air out dirty laundry. Now, between a man and a woman, when they having disagreements, should be between a man and a woman. Not man and a woman in social media. Alright? And feminism is cancer. And feminism needs to die. End of quote. And if a woman wants to go on a girls' night out, really? So if she wants to go on a girls' night out, she's in for a rude awakening. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. So what is the benefit of a marriage? Nothing for a man, everything for a woman. So look at this. Look at this. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. free dinners. His money is her money, right? No. Unless the woman goes out there, makes her money, and pools it with the man's money, then it becomes the couple's money. All right? Until a man and a woman comes together and become one. So you're going to have two bodies with two heads. You're going to have one body with two heads and two independent mindsets. And that's going to be constantly be at war with each other and interjecting the family courts into this mess. Did you know that? Now, I got to go ahead and interject that anybody who believes in feminism is a fool. Man or woman who believes in feminism is a fool. Yes, I did say that. Anybody who believes in the feminist ideology is a freaking fool. A man or a woman or elite groups who believe in this ideology is a freaking fool. Fools will fall flat on their face and ask, how come this happened? Well, you believe in the stupid narrative and you fell on your face. It ain't going to save you. Father Time will pay you back so many times over with flaws and take away your riches and give you destitution. He'll take away your happiness and give you bitterness. And then you're going to sit around and say, well, I want somebody to act right and wife me up. Well, men said, no, we ain't going to do that. No, we ain't going to do this. Why do I need to sign half over my assets, what I built up, to the family court, somebody I don't know, and have it redistributed via feminism and divorce? No. But see, what happens is, I'm going to say this. When a man gets divorced, yeah, he's going to go down on his money. Then he's going to rebound nicely. And then the woman said, hey, let's have a second go around. The man going to say, oh, no. You still got your evil ways. Nope, you're going to have to change your ways. The woman said, no, I don't have to change my ways. I am the table. Table of what? Table of entitlement? Table of boss B mentality? What are you the table of? My way or the highway? Well, in this case, I'm going to tell you up front. Are you ready for news flash? The man says, okay, well, I'll take the highway. Guess what? You will not win at the end. And it's coming. So it's coming. And you will not see it until the full effects is felt. Feminism needs to die out, and then civilization needs to be reset. And I tell you what, with a politician putting everybody at war, that means women are going to have to serve on the front lines too. So you want equality, you got equality. Not the equality you wanted, but you got equality. It comes with a price tag. Are you willing to pay? Let me know in the comments below. Peace.